In the glittering world of celebrity offspring, where every milestone is magnified under the relentless spotlight of public scrutiny, few stories capture the delicate balance between youthful exuberance and the harsh realities of accountability quite like that of Cruz Beckham. At just 20 years old, the youngest son of soccer legend David Beckham and fashion icon Victoria Beckham has found himself at a crossroads, one that has abruptly halted his newfound freedom on the open road. The news of his driving license revocation, stemming from a series of speeding offenses, has sent ripples through tabloid headlines and social media feeds alike, painting a picture of a young man grappling with the consequences of minor indiscretions in an era where traffic laws are enforced with unyielding precision. The incident that tipped the scales, as reports suggest, unfolded on a seemingly ordinary day in September. Cruz, ever the social media enthusiast, took to Instagram to candidly share his predicament, posting a light-hearted admission: "Just been caught doing 24 in a 20. What might have been dismissed as a relatable slip-up for many a new driver, exceeding the speed limit by a mere 4 miles per hour in a restricted zone, carried far weightier implications for him. This wasn't an isolated lapse. It marked the second such offense in quick succession, accumulating the dreaded 6 penalty points that, under the stringent guidelines of the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency (DVLA), trigger an automatic license withdrawal for novice drivers. For anyone within 2 years of passing their test, this threshold is a non-negotiable red line, a safeguard designed to protect both the driver and the public from escalating risks associated with inexperience. Sources close to the Beckham family describe Cruz as devastated, a sentiment that resonates deeply when considering the joy he exuded just over a year prior. Back in September 2023, the air was thick with celebration as Cruz proudly announced his success in passing his driving test. The milestone wasn't just a personal victory, it was a family affair, with David and Victoria flooding their Instagram accounts with proud parental posts, snaps of their son beaming behind the wheel, perhaps of one of the sleek vehicles from the family's enviable garage. For a teenager raised in the lap of luxury, where access to high-performance cars is as commonplace as morning coffee, earning that license symbolized a rite of passage into greater independence. It was a tangible step away from the chaperoned existence of youth, a chance to navigate the world on his own terms, cruising through London's bustling streets or venturing out to impromptu nights with friends. Yet, the revocation has thrust him back into a probationary state, forcing a humbling reset. To reclaim his driving privileges, Cruz must now navigate the bureaucratic labyrinth anew, applying for a provisional license, enduring the anxiety of theory exams that test road signs and hazard perception, and finally facing the practical test once more, where every gear shift and mirror check will be under microscopic examination. It's a process that could span months, a far cry from the seamless progression he might have envisioned. Insiders whisper that the penalties feel infuriating in the context of modern driving norms, where 20 miles per hour zones proliferate in urban areas, transforming once familiar roads into traps for the unwary. "It's so easy to come by these days," laments one confidant, highlighting how the shift toward lower speed limits, intended to enhance pedestrian safety and reduce emissions, has inadvertently ensnared even the most cautious drivers in a web of fines and points. Cruz's passion for automobiles isn't a fleeting fancy, it's woven into the fabric of his identity, much like his pursuits in music and fashion. Growing up in the Beckham household, where David's storied career on the pitch was matched only by his off-field ventures into fragrance lines and soccer academies, cars have always been more than mere transport. They represent status, adventure, and a touch of rebellion. Young Cruz, with his tousled hair and easy smile, has been spotted at car shows, tinkering with engines alongside his father, or simply reveling in the purr of a luxury sedan. His recent outing with girlfriend Jackie Apostol, a 30-year-old Brazilian model whose poised elegance complements his boyish charm, and his 14-year-old sister Harper, underscores a life still brimming with the unscripted joys of youth, late-night drives to favorite eateries, spontaneous escapes from the family's Hertfordshire estate. This setback arrives at a pivotal juncture for Cruz, who is steadily carving out his niche in the music industry. Signed to a promising label, he's been teasing tracks that blend pop sensibilities with urban edge, drawing comparisons to his mother's Spice Girls era but infused with a contemporary swagger. The license ban, while a personal blow, might inadvertently fuel his creative fire, channeling frustration into lyrics that resonate with fans navigating their own 20s turbulence. Imagine the metaphors: the accelerator as unchecked ambition, the speed camera flash as life's unforgiving snapshots. In interviews past, Cruz has spoken of his admiration for his parents' resilience, David's triumphs over career-ending injuries, Victoria's reinvention from pop star to design mogul. This episode, though minor in the grand Beckham narrative, offers a microcosm of those lessons. Mistakes are inevitable, but redemption demands diligence. Delving deeper into the DVLA's framework reveals a system predicated on deterrence and education. The graduated licensing scheme, which Cruz fell afoul of, is lauded by safety advocates for curbing accident rates among young drivers, who statistically account for a disproportionate share of road fatalities. Data from recent years illustrates the point. Novice drivers under 25 are 3 times more likely to be involved in crashes, often due to overconfidence or momentary distractions. By mandating a clean record for the initial 2 years, the rules foster habits of caution, turning potential thrill seekers into responsible road users. For celebrities like Cruz, whose every move is documented by paparazzi drones and fan phones, the pressure amplifies. A simple joyride can balloon into national news, transforming a traffic stop into a cautionary tale. As the Beckham clan rallies around their son, one can't help but ponder the broader implications for celebrity kids thrust into adulthood's glare. Harper, at 14, watches her brother's journey with wide-eyed curiosity, perhaps internalizing the virtues of patience and prudence. Jackie, a steady presence amid the whirl, offers quiet support, their relationship a testament to grounded connections in a superficial world. And for Cruz himself, this interlude off the road could be a blessing in disguise, a forced pause to reflect, to compose, to grow. When he eventually slips back behind the wheel, provisional status behind him, it'll be with a wisdom earned the hard way, his foot a touch lighter on the pedal, his eyes sharper on the horizon.